Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and it is time for the August TBR. Now, I can't lie to you friends, this TBR took me ages to choose. I don't know why, I don't know, but it did. It took me a really long time. And I'm still not sure of it, but I think it's basically right. Of course, we're going to have the vote, but I have lost the main lid. I've lost the main lid. Who knows? It's a mess. Everything's a mess. But I have 5 books here, and then the one you vote for, 6. I feel like that's going to be a bit of, well, it depends, because, friends, I am going on holiday. That's right, I'm going on another Disney cruise. So, the book you vote for will be read on the Disney cruise. But it depends, like, what I could be like. I might not finish the book. Or I might read like 3. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. So, it's all a bit up in the air. But I have 5 books here that I'm looking forward to. 5 books that, well, 2 of them are just things I've just like seen about online recently that people are saying how good it is. And I think, yeah, if I own them, I want to read them. And I do. So, shall we start? Let's start with non-fiction first, because we always start with the non-fiction, don't we? Do we? Well, I'm supposed to. If I don't tell me. So first up for the non-fiction, we have Bluets by Maggie Nelson. It's been there before, hasn't it? You may recognise it, and it got bumped off for something else, which I can't even remember what now. But I did bump it off. But I've heard it's brilliant. I've heard it's absolutely incredible. They have a new book out. There's even a play of this now, starring the one and only Emma Darcy from House of the Dragon, should I say. And I'm obsessed with them. I just think everything about them is brilliant. So that's why it's being read, because it's a little connection to the House of Dragon. And I'm ashamed to say I am obsessed. But let's find out what it's about. And then, I don't know. What it's about, I don't even know. But I should know, because I've done this before. Bluets winds its way through depression, divinity, alcohol, and desire, visiting along the way with famous blues singers, including Joni Mitchell, Billie Holiday, Yves Klein, Leonard Cohen, and Andy Warhol. While its narrator sets out to construct a sort of pillow book about her lifelong obsession with the colour blue, she ends up facing down both the painful end of an affair and the grievous injury of a dear friend. The combination precedes a raw, cerebral work devoted to the inextricability of pleasure and pain, and to question of what role, if any, aesthetic beauty can play in times of great heartache or grief. Is it non-fiction? Is it non-fiction? Am I going to be embarrassed? Is it non-fiction? Someone. All her other 5 books were non-fiction. So I'm going to go for it. If it's not non-fiction, this will disappear and awkward. And then we have a young adult book. That doesn't happen very much these days, does it? But we have When the World Tips Over by Jandy Nelson. Now, Jandy Nelson wrote one of my favourite YA books. It's called I Will Give You the Sun. I'll Give You the Sun. It is incredible. I love that book. Way back in the day, before I did any of this, and my sister still read, she was like, you might want to read this book. And I was like, do I really want to? It was incredible. I know on the hardback, but they sent me her new one coming out after 10 years, Jandy Nelson, and they sent me the paperback of it too. And yeah, so I'm excited. I won't really read YA that much anymore, but I will read authors I love. I'm just not going to give anyone new a chance, which is terrible, but it is the truth. Let's find out what it's about. Welcome to Paradise Springs, Northern California, a hot, dusty wine country. Welcome to Paradise Springs, Northern California, a hot, dusty wine country town and home to the Fall siblings. Here, the sun pours out of the sky and the devil winds blow so hard they whip the sense right out of your head. That's a weird thing to say. Years ago, the Falls kid's father mysteriously disappeared, cracking the family into pieces. When a strange, enigmatic, rainbow-haired girl shows up, it sends the lives of the brothers Winton and Miles and their sister Dizzy into tumult. This is the intricate, luminous tale of a family's complicated past and present, and only in telling their stories can they hope to rewrite their futures. It does sound brilliant. Like I said, Jandy Nelson, she's the moment. She's not the moment. It was 10 years ago. But I will give anything she wants to try. This comes out in September. It was kindly sent to me by Walker Books, so I'm excited to read this. And then, because I think it's been a while since I've read, like, a full-on out there fantasy, I have gone for The Emperor and the Endless Palace by Justin and Huang. And it is on my anticipated books for the year, which, going terribly, isn't it? Let's be honest, much like a lot of things. But I've heard some good things about this. Like I said, I feel like I might just want a sort of a fantasy, a standalone fantasy, not like a 7 series one. But let's find out what it's about. In the year 4 BCE, an ambitious courtier is called upon to seduce the young emperor, but quickly discovers they are both ruled by blood, sex, and intrigue. In 1714, a lonely innkeeper agrees to help a mysterious visitor procure a rare medicine, only to unleash an otherworldly terror instead. And in present-day Los Angeles, a college student meets a beautiful stranger and cannot shake the feeling they've met before. Across these seemingly unrelated timelines, woven together only by twists and turns of fate, two men are reborn lifetime after lifetime. Within the treacherous walls of an ancient palace and the boundless forests of the Asian wilderness, to the heart-pounding cement floors of underground rave scenes, our lovers are inexplicably drawn to each other, constantly tested by the worlds around them. As their many lives intertwine, they begin to realize the power of their undying love, a power that transcends time itself, but one that might consume them both. I really do think it sounds brilliant. It's a 5-star prediction, I'm going to say it. Yeah, I really think that sounds brilliant. I'm so excited for this one. I'm excited. No, I say I'm excited after all of them. You're just going to have to... It's just who I am. I can't think of anything else to say, and I'm excited for all these, even though I don't end up reading most of them. Then we have Some Strange Music Draws Me In by Griffin Hansberry. Now, I featured this on a TikTok, and somebody commented how good it was, and that's all I need. Somebody tells me a book is good, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll read it soon. If you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, it's all linked down below. Little plug there, little plug. Yeah, published from Jthbooks. Very, very excited for this one. And it is one of the ones that, somebody told me it was good, so I have to read it. And a little bit about there. It's summer 1984 in blue-collar Swaffham, Massachusetts. If you're from there and I said that wrong, please forgive me. Mel is 13, drinking a slush puppy at the drugstore when she hears a voice, deep and movie star dramatic, like Lauren Bacall, Sylvia. Sylvia's shameless swagger and tough girl trans femininity sparks fury among her new neighbours and throws Mel into conflict with her mother and her best friend. But is a catalyst for Mel. She becomes to realise not only is there a world beyond Swaffham, but there are other ways of being. Narrating this blistering coming-of-age tale from 2019 is Max, formerly Mel, who is on leave from her job for defying speech codes around trans identity. Back in Swaffham, he must navigate life as part of a fractured family and face his own role in the disasters of the past. Can you believe I had to say that town so much, even though I didn't know how to say it? But yeah, I've heard brilliant things, so should I say I'm excited for this one. And then this is another one I've heard brilliant things about just recently, and it's on my 24 for 24, which we need to work on that a bit, don't we? It is Biography of X by Catherine Lacey. The only thing is, these two are big. These two are big, so we're gonna have to have a little see. But let's find out what it's about. When X, iconoclastic artist, writer, and shapeshifter, dies suddenly, CM, her widow, hurls herself into writing a biography of the woman she defied and who kept a tight grip on her life story. CM, wild with grief, opens a Pandora's box of secrets, betrayals, and destruction, all while immersing herself in the history of the Southern Territory, a fascist theocracy that split from the rest of the USA after World War II, as it is finally, in the present day, forced into an uneasy reunification. Complete with the original images assembled by X's widow, Biography of X follows a grieving wife seeking to understand the woman who enthralled her. CM traces X's peripatetic trajectory over decades, from Europe to the ruins of America's divided territories, and through her collaborations and feuds with everyone from David Bowie to Tom Waits to Susan Sontag and Kathy Acker. When she finally understands the scope of X's defining artistic project, CM realizes her wife's deceptions were crueler than she imagined. Okay, well, listen. Okay. Didn't know that was what I'm going to be about, but do you know what? Maybe for the first time, I'm not going to say I'm excited for this one. now we're getting to the bit I'm pretty sure you'll skip to. It is time for the vote. So I explained a little bit. Let me explain a tiny bit more. I'm going on holiday. A much needed holiday. I will say it's much, much needed. My sister and I are going back on a Disney cruise. We are going on the same ship, the Disney Dreamers last time. We're going for 5 days. We are going to Spain again, but somewhere different in Spain, which I can't remember where we're going now. The Cruna, maybe. But I'll explain all more in the vlog, because I'm going to do a vlog for it while we read the book that you all vote for. And then we'll find out. We know actually where I'm going. That'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? I'd quite like to know myself. So let's find out what is coming first. I'll let you look at first, as always. Here we go. I have one in my hand. Oh, can't get it open. We'll never know. I dropped it. Well, I dropped that, but let's... Right, what is it? Is it upside down? I can't tell. Is that upside down? Oh, we have Maurice by E.M. Forster, put in there by Music Room. Who won? Who won last month's vote? I'm excited to read that one if that comes up. I'm no qualms about that one. Let's find out what's next. Let's go for this one. I can tell it's upside down, but I can't. Oh, we have the Joy Luck Club put in there by Lindsay B. That was put in there very, very recently. Let me grab them and we'll find out. So, first up, put in there by Music Room, we have Maurice by M.E. Forster. I am very excited for this one. I've just heard, it's a classic, isn't it? I've heard great things, so I'm very excited for this one. Let's find out what it's about. A tale of bravery and defiance, this intensely personal novel was completed in 1914, but remained unpublished until Forster's death in 1970. A founding work of modern gay literature, it tells the story of Maurice Hall, a privileged young man who finds himself increasingly attracted to his own sex. Through Clive, whom he encounters at Cambridge, and through Alec, the gamekeeper on Clive's country estate, Maurice gradually experiences a profound emotional and sexual awakening. Maurice offers a powerful condemnation of the repressive attitudes of British society, and is at once a moving love story and an intimate tale of one man's self-discovery. I really do think this has potential to become one of my favourite books of all time. I just think it does. I think it does. And then we have The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan, put in there by Lindsay, who comes up a lot. Lindsay, you're a winner. I remember you said you don't win, but you're winning here, okay? You come up again, and I'm very happy to see you. I bought this one quite recently. Just always heard so much about it. It's become a bit of a modern classic, hasn't it? So I am very excited to read it. Let's find out. In 1949, 4 Chinese women, recent immigrants to San Francisco, meet weekly to play mahjong and tell stories of what they left behind in China. United in loss and new hope for their daughters' futures, they call themselves the Joy Luck Club. Their daughters, who have never heard these stories, think their mother's advice is irrelevant to their modern American lives, until their own inner crises reveal how much they've unknowingly inherited of their mother's past. I think that's a tough choice. But I cannot wait to see what you vote for. Very different, neither one particularly holiday-ish, but 2 potential favourites there, I'd say. So I think it's going to be a hard one. So there we have it. Another vote, another month, another holiday. Let's go. Feel free to vote down below and have a chat with me. If you've read any of these, let me know. Of course, I'll put the community poll up when the next day, as I always do. And feel free to like and subscribe. And I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.